Where is my video capture? Why is my video capture here? Let me see what I can do. This is day 2. I got an Ethernet cord. I got everything right. I got everything fine and dandy. But this camera's not on. It's here though. That's so weird. Let's just add a display capture to here then. To this monitor. Switch that like that. There we go. Okay, cool. We're locked. Locked and loaded, guys. Today we are going to be calling some agents. Monday, and I want you to see this. Monday, let me go live on Facebook too really quickly. Where is that? Oh, there it was. Facebook. Bang. That was an error. All right, so I gotta restart this Facebook stuff. Give me one moment. I promise we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? We're getting to the stream. We got some mortgage statements yesterday from some agents. Yesterday was a good call. Good day for some calls. I think I had 5 to 7 conversations, and that's perfect, right? Obviously, you'll have more some days, you'll have less some days. But I noticed just the consistency of just having quality conversations, 5 a minimum. Think about it. If you had 5 quality conversations for 5 days, that's 25 quality conversations, and you're closing like 1 to 2 out of those, right? So even if you don't, right? Let's say you close 1 to 2 out of 50, whatever your metric is, right? I mean, that's 2 deals a week or 2 deals every 2 weeks. Like, that's amazing. Let's see. Getting the hang of this stuff here. Copy. Move it here. Okay. Start. Now it's working. Okay. I got it. I got it. Go live. Watch me call agents live. All right, there's an agent here. Got there to me probably in a week. I'm rooting for this guy, man. So this is a church that I got sent. It's a JV lead. It's a church that I got sent, and there's a committee involved. So there's one person who's the owner of the Baptist church, and then there's a committee involved as well that has a say in selling the property, which I didn't know. And we're looking at it from a co-living perspective for this church, and it just takes so long because there's so many decision makers involved with this. That just keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. I mean, I think we gave them the LOI probably in May. We gave these guys a LOI in May, right? And yeah, it's just been taking a while. So, okay, cool. Now I have the chat up. Getting the hang of this, man. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're all locked in. Let me call Billy. Right now, I'm calling low equity properties.
Hello, it's a great day. You reached Billy Zajac.
Oh, where's my face?
Hello, it's a great day. You reached Billy Zajac with Home Smart.
My face not on this? Those are my faces. Hmm. I see my face cam on my OBS, but I don't see it. Faces. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me fix this. It'd be so frustrating, bruh. Let me get away on the can play something. All right, on here it works just fine. On my YouTube, it's fine. Let's see why on Facebook it's not. 3, done, start. I gotta make this. So go baby, go baby, oh baby. Advanced setting persistent. And then, all right, cool. Okay, Facebook, connected, post details, calling agents, live. I should save this so it's easy. Okay, calling agents live, description. Call agent. All right, go live, bang. Moving and grooving. moving and grooving. Okay, cool. All right. It'd be so frustrating, bruh. Let me get away. Okay, cool. All right, so Billy was no answer. What do we offer on this? All right. There is a need that I need to reach. Let's get this figured out. Let me find this. Okay, financials. Okay, I got financials. Numbers are only for May and July 2025. This was the whole year. My ducks in a shout out to TJ for submitting this. Let's see. Hop on a call. TJ teed this lead up for me. We have so when you're dealing with Airbnb properties, you want to make sure you have the last 3 years of financials. The more you have, the better for your buyer. So I got all the financials here. I'm checking with this, and then we're gonna see how we can buy this on Creative Finance to then continue keeping this as a short-term rental. And we already have a buyer for it. So let's see what this guy's number is. Guy's number. Where is this stuff? Click on this. These are the cottages. Why can't I find this? Hanson. I don't think he ever sent me the number. Let me call TJ.
Yo, hello, this is TJ.
Yo, TJ, it's Nick, man. How you doing?
Yeah, hey, good brother. How you doing, man?
Good, bro. I am about to call your buddy here. I'm trying to find the information. Can you just do me a favor and just text me his name and his number?
Oh, sure. Um,
It's a good thing, man. You've been sending all these deals here. They're all getting trying to organize it the best I can, so that's a good thing.
yeah. No worries, no worries. Trying to get you some stuff. Trying to
Yeah,
see
man.
if we can nail some of these down. Um, the yeah. So his name's Ron. I'll send you his info. I'm just trying to think. Got like fucking 10 different email addresses, and it just fucking it's so annoying, dude. Do you have that with Gmail where you have like
Yeah.
your like personal one, then like your first one that was like the free Gmail, then you got like, your business one, you got this LLC and that LLC, and I'm like, God damn it, I wish I just could consolidate all this crap. Anyways, um, whatever. Oh, here it is. Ron, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, you want me to text this over to you?
Yeah, that would be great. And then he wants to hear a seller finance conversation. How far have you gotten into that, or what does that look like so far?
Yeah, so basically, so this is my like my local HVAC guy,
Okay.
right? He's a friend of a friend locally in town here. He owns some properties in town. It's funny because I was chatting with him. Um, anyways, that's a whole nother story. But
Yeah.
so he's got this rental property up in New Hampshire, up in Hillsborough.
Yep.
3-1. It's the Airbnb. Did I send the listing to you?
Yeah. I got all
The
that
Air.
stuff. I just
Oh, you
yeah,
did. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And then he did get those financials together. So basically, they were kind of they used this as like a weekend cabin getaway for the family.
Yeah.
So they weren't really like hardcore focused. Hey, this is an investment property. We're going to run it, as efficiently as we can and
Yeah.
maximize profits. It was more like, hey, let's just bring in some extra income to help pay for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, the terms, so I didn't really get into any like negotiating with him
Yeah.
based on just what he had sent, because I didn't know. I don't know how you like prefer to do that, right? If you want me to try and go like as far as I can or work him down or whatever, or if it's just like, hey, this is what he's looking for. This is what I got from him, and um, he wants 300K, 30 to 35% down. Um, 4% rate, and he like a 10-year balloon. So the only thing that I didn't, going back and thinking about it was, I mean, would you typically do like a 30-year amortized like interest only like payment on that, or like how would, I mean, or is that's all just up for discussion of like what you negotiate with them?
Yeah, bro,
I
and
mean,
that's kinda why I asked you, right? Because I know, like, the whole point of this, right, is to then have you confident and then having that negotiation or just being able to say what we can do and what we can't do. Um, right? So, first things first is, like, a 10-year balloon, that's a great start, right? We just wanna make sure that if we always look at it amortized for 30 years. If we have to amortize it more to make the payment lower, we do that.
hmm
Um
okay,
'Cause the balloon's there, right? So they're guaranteed that money
yeah,
regardless.
yeah,
So what we do is that interest rate, I wanna put it all into the calculator and I'll see what, the payment is, and then we're just gonna compare that with the P&L and see if we have to be
yep,
more conservative or, or we can actually provide the 4% that he wants. So I'm just gonna have a conversation with him to see like why he wants those terms, what it looks like, and then from there we'll just get a calculator going. I'm gonna get with my team and put the P&L next to that with the seller finance note, see if it makes sense, and we'll submit an offer.
yeah, because that's really is just ultimately you're just trying to make the math work, and
Yeah.
then whatever those kind of terms are, whether it's like you adjust your interest rate up or down, or you adjust the payment, based on how long you're gonna amortize it or whatever, or the down payment amount or whatever. You just kind of you can take from one, add to one another one or whatever, right? Like you just kind of
Exactly.
play
And
with
that's
them
that's what I tell
until
agents, bro. That's what I tell agents all the time. Like we can manipulate it. It's strictly a numbers thing. That's all it is. It's just a numbers game. Is we can, like you said, we can manipulate the numbers. If they want that interest rate, right? But we can't provide that interest rate because the monthly payment just gets skyrocketed. Let's change the
Mm-hmm.
purchase price. Let's make the purchase price higher, right? And then we can lower our interest rate. So there's things that we have to manipulate, and you'll see that. I can show you the process too. You can just
Okay.
yeah, it's just a math thing.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of starting to play with it again last night to see. And like with this guy, like I probably, in hindsight, I was like, and I probably should have just taken it a bit further and, um, just seeing. And he's super chill. The
Yeah.
guy's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, like we were just shooting the shit out in the yard for like an hour. It's just bullshitting about real estate because
Oh yeah.
once he found out that like, I was in it and then I found out he was in it, we were just, just going off on it for a bit. So.
Yeah. That's a great
Um,
connect.
Yeah. And I think he might have some more stuff. I don't know. Like he sent me over a motel that was for sale as well up in New Hampshire. And then I was looking into that but that they were like strictly like no investors, like we're not gonna carry anything. We don't want any like blah blah blah. It was just I don't know. Anyways, it's another story. But
Yeah. All right. Just
hey,
let me know when you send
real
that
quick,
text over for Ron.
yeah, you want his info and his phone number, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Cool. Hey, did I submit? Because there's no way for me to like go back and see what I've submitted to you, right? I just have to track that on my own. There's no like,
I think
right?
so, unless you get an email. I actually don't know the answer to that question. I'd have to ask Chris.
Okay. Because the only I was trying to remember to 10. Whatever. I'll shoot you a message, and I just was wondering if I had submitted one to you or not a while back. Anyways, that's another thing. I'll get you Ron's info right now so you can move forward on it.
Cool. Sounds good, bro. I appreciate
All
it.
right, brother. All right. Cool. Thanks, Nick.
Yep. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Cool, man. So this is I love this pipeline. This is the JV pipeline, and this is for TJ. He submitted a lead, and he's negotiated the lead, right? Like there's things that if we don't have all the info, it's like, hey, go out and get the mortgage statement, get the financials. It's a learning experience, right, for the JV partner, right? Because the goal is, right, you're using our leverage, you're using my ability to close and have these conversations. You can hear those. And then as well, you're using our team, right, to find a buyer as well and get the whole transaction done. So the thing that you're doing is you're submitting the lead, right? And then you're learning to earn. You're earning to learn. So that's what we're doing here. And we're going to have the seller finance call. That's what we're going to do. Look at this P&L. This was yearly. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to call Ron, man. Drop some ones in the chat, man, if you want to hear me talk to Ron. There we go. Let's do it.
Hello.
Hey, Ron, this is Nick. This is TJ's partner here.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good. How are you, man?
Not too bad. Actually, we're away right now. But yeah, I got a minute. To talk.
Cool. Perfect, man. I wanted to, yeah, I appreciate you sending over the P&L for us. Just wanted to kind of get the full story here and then submit a seller finance offer to you that works for you. And then from there, I mean, this seller finance offer, it's just simple math. So if we have to manipulate some numbers and go up and down, we can figure that out.
Okay.
But I'm looking at this Airbnb. So for 2023 and 2024, these were when it was operating yearly?
No, that was only open between May and October. We shut it down for half the year.
For all 3 years, it's just for May and
Yeah, we never opened it in the wintertime. We just closed it in the wintertime.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna break my numbers down off of the thing is I don't want to put in too much like potential, right? Like we're gonna underwrite it based on the numbers that I'm seeing, and I can add a little bit, but I don't want to, just estimate that.
Okay.
So that's where my monthly, because I'm gonna give you a monthly payment, right? So figuring out
Yeah.
how this works here is it's all up to you, man. What do you? Because you own a couple other properties. Do you? What about this one specifically makes you want to sell it?
Well, we just bought another one in the area.
Nice.
That's lakefront. So we're not even going to go. Like we kept it because we would go up and use it.
Gotcha.
So this one here now, we have it, and we're not really going to go there to use it anymore because we want to fix up this other place and turn that into an Airbnb. So that's kind of why we need the capital as well, just to kind of put that money into the new one.
Sweet.
So that's the reason why we're selling. I mean,
Okay.
otherwise, it covers all the expenses for us. It's just we just kind of don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, you got a nice new beautiful one to work on, and the lakefront. I hear you. Just put it into that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
So
see
I mean,
some.
listen. The other thing too is, we were actually going to probably put it in, leave it open for the rest of the year if we didn't sell it. There's a ski resort that's like 15 minutes down the road.
Oh, nice.
Tons of people go up there for snowmobiling, and they're also always looking for ice fishing too, right on the lake too.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of potential there for the wintertime as well.
Okay, cool. That was gonna be my question because I'm born and raised in New York, so that I do think, yeah, in the wintertime, right? I was gonna ask you if you think it would do well as well.
I think it will. Honestly, I mean, we haven't tried it, but
Yeah.
we actually had, when we first started, we had a little bit of an issue trying to find people to come in and clean because we are a little bit of a remote area. But now we just hired a new cleaner, and we had about 15 companies, that were interested in cleaning it. So
Oh,
there's a
no
lot
shit.
more coming in the area, and there's a lot more people to take care of things also, like for snow removal and, maintenance and stuff like that. So
Cool. Okay.
it's a great area. We've had it for like 20 years. We really like the place. We're just kind of ready to move on to the next.
Yeah, no, I mean it sounds like you want to move on to bigger and better things here. Are you looking after that? Are you looking for more Airbnbs, or because he was telling me you're in the HVAC business?
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Um, I don't know. Maybe, at that point, I'm not sure. We kind of want to get this one squared away. It's going to take us a little bit of time because it's a little bit more, it's going to take us a little bit more money to fix this place up.
Mm-hmm. So what
So,
so terms wise, DJ told me you're looking for a 10-year balloon.
yep.
That's what do you have the other terms in mind that you're looking for?
I was kind of just seeing what you had to offer, I wanted to get at least 30% down,
30%. Okay.
So
30%.
I know with that, with the higher down, down payment, probably get a little bit of a better rate for the monthly payments.
Yeah, my whole thing is, right, I have my entry cost, right? And you're taking the furnishes out of the place, right?
The furniture,
Yeah.
yeah, we're probably going to take most of it out.
Yeah, so like my whole entry, I'm gonna include that, right? So that is where I want to get my total entry to a specific number, and then I want to make sure my monthly payments are obviously lower after all the expenses for the Airbnb and taxes and insurance, all that good stuff. That where we can still
Sure.
profit a healthy amount. All right, and then so you want 30% down. You want the purchase price. What do you want the purchase price?
We're looking at about 300.
Okay, the down payment on that is 90.
Yeah, about 90.
Okay. 90, and then you were saying if the higher the down payment, you would do a lower interest rate.
Correct.
What's like the lowest? What's the rate you have in mind that would make sense?
I mean, I don't know. I was thinking around like, I don't know, 3.5, 4, something like that. I really don't know what would you consider?
Yeah, I'm going. So what I'm gonna do right now, like the thing is, I want to get what you are excited about because I'm gonna put it into my calculator, and if I'm not close, I'll just straight up tell you, hey, I'm not close to that. These are the numbers that
Sure.
I come back with. So that's why it's just good to have an idea, like an idea of what you want, right? Because I'm gonna manipulate
Okay.
it to make sure I can get as close to that as possible. Um,
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, on creative deals, my entry fee, I look to have my entry fee as low as possible, right? At the same
Sure.
time, you need a specific number for your lakefront property, right? So if we can make sure that that happens, that's like my number one priority. So I'm gonna put this in my calculator. I'm gonna run the numbers with the P&L, and then I
Yep.
can just call you back, tell you where I'm at with my terms, and see what we can do from there.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool.
Um, just so you know, we're actually on vacation right now. We're like 9 hours behind or
Oh, yeah.
ahead. So
Oh, no shit.
yeah, I don't know if you have my email.
I don't.
I did give it to TJ.
Okay.
He has that. I don't know if you could maybe ask him, and maybe
Yeah.
email would be best for now until I get
Absolutely.
back.
Yeah. I'll get his email from you, and we'll go from there.
Okay, great. Sounds good. I appreciate the call.
Yep. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. I kind of need to talk to Chris. So this is the thing, right? And this is what I love about real estate. I've never done this, right? So I've never done this where we have a P&L, right? We have a profit and loss statement of the earnings from the Airbnbs. And now I need to underwrite in my seller finance calculator, which is right here, which you guys get to see. Boom. I get to underwrite. Let me move my camera. Cool. So this is a seller finance calculator. We get to underwrite what's going on here, right? So he wants 300K, and I already know I chose not to be like, hey, this doesn't work for us because he's a cool guy. Like, why attack anything? Oh shit! I forgot to ask one thing. Shit. Damn, I forgot to ask like the most important thing. Let me call him back really, really quickly. Shit.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, Ron. I forgot to ask you one question, man. On
Sure.
on my software, it says you have a HELOC on the property. Is that still on the property?
Yeah, I told TJ I do. It's like 85,000, but I have no balance on there. I never used it. So yeah, I will. I could get rid of that.
Oh, okay.
Not a problem.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
All
I could. I think it may take like, I don't know. I talked to the bank about it. They said it could take like 2 to 3 weeks or something to get it fully off of there. But yeah, there's no balance.
Okay.
We own it outright.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Goodbye.
I don't know what to do for this. This is the tricky thing, right? And this is why I got to call Chris. I'm going to put in the taxes, property taxes, not bad compared to freaking where I live in New York. Crazy. On average, I'm going to do 1,500. You know what? Let me. Hey, what's up, brother? I'm on live stream. Yeah, what's going on, brother? I have a great JV lead from Thomas Jefferson himself. Yeah. Yeah, this is the founding father one. It's a Justin Tumanowski one. It is a Airbnb that I have the P&L for. I have it in a seller finance calculator, but I don't know what to write for the monthly rental revenue.
To account for, and it's not linear, like say a long term, right? So
Yeah.
you're gonna get high season How many years?
I have 3 years. I forwarded it to you just now, and they were only renting this out from, like, May to October. So he was saying New Hampshire, right, in the winter, he thinks that it does very, very well because it's next to a ski resort, all the things, ice fishing, all that winter stuff. But that's all I have for those months. I have P&Ls from Airbnb, Vrbo, and Direct from May to October for the last 3 years. Yeah.
Right, that they broke it. Airbnb. I believe these numbers
Okay.
just based on how.
Yeah. So he uses this for his like they hang out there too. So he's not like
Maybe.
actively investor pushing this stuff as well. So that's why I'm having a hard time figuring out what the true revenue is.
Here's what the counter.
Okay.
What-
Okay. Let me mute
Or is
on
it
here.
in my-
I forwarded it to you. It says it's a 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. Good thing about this too is after we figure out this, we can contact Justin himself if he's buying this, if he buys short-term rentals, and see if work it back like that. Hmm.
that tell-
Yeah.
winner-
Okay.
It's never accurate.
Okay.
Being an annual projection of
Less.
so
Wow.
so we're in 20 short-term rentals, in those internet.
Yeah.
Push that onto your tenant. You know, take this.
I added the water bill and the propane to the utilities right now.
Pounds. 1800, 2000.
Interesting. Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
makes it work.
Okay, so you want me to underwrite this as a long-term rental? Okay.
I
Under.
mean,
Mhm.
weird.
Gotcha. Okay, so I know off the bat then immediately. I mean, I guess obviously connect with Justin to figure out the numbers back and work backwards, but 30% down isn't going to work for anyone. So I'm going to start at 7% and we'll go from there. All right. It's free and clear. Yeah. He wants this money. He has a new lakefront property that he's going to put single am out and make it Airbnb. So he wants to take the funds from this and put it into that Airbnb. Yeah. All right. And the other one, the Litchfield one, the payment was godly awful, so you said it just wasn't a
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
interest rate.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks, bro. Right. Alrighty, guys, and that's the who not how section of this stream. So the next step really is to chat with Justin, the buyer, and figure out what makes sense, right? I already know from underwriting, like, and you guys know this right here. No buyer is gonna buy something that's gonna have them cash flow less than $0, right? They're losing $500 a month, right, on this. So that doesn't make sense. So that's where we have to like manipulate more stuff. So like if I put a 2% interest rate and rose the purchase price to 320, then we get a little closer, right? We're at a 10-year we're at a 10-year balloon, so I can start to manipulate some stuff, figure this out, but it gets worse there. Right? Like my payment to him has to be like $500. $500. So let's see. Seven. Need all new furnishes and stuff like that. Like I wanna be at 7% max, bro. It's unfortunate because I don't want to write him an offer that's like still we're at 8. Even with no interest, right? We raised the purchase price, but Even with no interest, it's like, geesh. Let's see if I can get it to like 700, 500. That's deep. 45. What does that do? 45. You're cash flowing. I mean, 11% is amazing, right? You think about it like right now, like your private money lending and stuff like that is in 10 to 12%. So if you can get that to 11%, like that's amazing. Cash flowing 272 isn't bad after all that. So that's what we got for that. And then the next steps on this are really just to talk to Justin, see if he wants to buy this, see if it makes sense at those numbers, and then submit an offer where it makes sense for a buyer at those numbers. Cool. So that one's wrapped up. He's on vacation. Kind of don't want to send him until he gets back from vacation. So that's what we'll do. Talk to a guy named Jason Martini. I want to talk to. I'm going to show you exactly how I do this. I go to
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Nick, Pine to Palm Homes.
Thank you for your call.
So what you saw right there, that was a JV form. Shout out to Austin Marble. What that does is Austin buys land, right? We don't buy land. So what I do is when I have land deals, I send that over to Austin. He can run his numbers, use all the necessary tools, and figure that stuff out. And I can focus on homes. All right, let's try calling him one more time.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Nick, Pine to Palm Homes.
Thank you for your call. This is Jason Martini with New Earth AVL Realty.
It's a funny voicemail. It like sounds like he's grabbing his phone. Yo. Would you give me a call? A seller wants to see an offer before giving tenants a notice for viewing. Let's see. 509. What was our offer? 299. Let's just call. Let's just call the call. Figure out what's going on with this listing.
You've reached Moses from the M Real Estate Group.
Keep dialing. Call it. Call it. What's up, Chris? Yo, I have a if you're listening, I have a Airbnb that's now after talking to Landon, we're gonna underwrite it for short term, but it's in New Hampshire. So I want to send it over to Justin and see what terms he wants. Bang bang. Bang bang. All right. I guess my dial was just not here. I'm just All right, this was inevitable. I have to call Mary. You know, we just can't have nice things all the time. I have to call Mary. Let's see what the frick is going on. Stop responding to me. Of course, once we sent out the contract, Mary stops responding. What do you know?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
For interaction. That's fun. Okay, I need 3 monitors, bro. 2. It's not enough. Mary, dude. The bane of my existence. This woman.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic...
Listing agent is related to the seller. Oh, they just bought this in April? Was this a flip? Oh wait, this is a... It looks outdated. Hey Hunter, can you hear
Hi,
me?
you've reached Hunter Edgman with RP Real.
Dude, I'm just connected with the dial tone. It's all good. Yesterday was a great day. I had like 5 some conversations. Down.
Hi, you've reached Hunter Edgman with RP Realty.
Hunter Edgmond. Hunter, answer the phone, bro. All right, another property. Wholesale amount. They got it locked up for $515. And they want to sell it for what it's worth. That's a wholesale. It locked up a deal way too high. Okay, cool. Dustin. Shout out to Dustin. I talked to Dustin today. Shoot whatever you have to my email. And we're going to create 2 offers for Dustin. And I'm going to show you. Okay, this is the property. They have a decent amount of equity. Let's see what this home's worth. Oh, it's a mobile home. It's a nice mobile home. Let me just show. All right. That's a thing. Also, that's a comp. That's not a comp. I want to see stuff. I don't want to go across the Deschutes River, you know? Right next to the river, this sold for so much. I want to kind of stay within our parameters. Like this is low amount. House is probably worth what? You got to be careful sometimes on prop stream. Like it's cool, but you can't always use the wholesale price. Like this is probably what the house is worth, honestly. They bought it for 247 in 2018. It's probably worth around like 300,000. But this tells you otherwise. Like this just sold. Property mobile home. Mobile home. 5 Jacinto. This one's not even a comp. This is built in 2017. Right, so our years is way off. At least number 1 right here is in our same development, and it's 3 years apart. You want to be 5 years apart at max, right? So this isn't even a comp. I'm gonna tell him for and this is the comp I have. Cool. This is the comp I have. Freaking comp, right? reason I'm not using this as a free and built in 2017. Okay. For Bufflehead. Love that. Great. I could give them a creative offer if amount that property I can provide. Okay, cool. That's the first property. Boom. This one. Go here. Bend, Oregon, baby. Bend, Oregon. This is definitely some type of morbster. Sure. I mean, we could do a hybrid. Gotta have a conversation. All right. I want to have one good conversation before I hop off here. Let's do it. Let's see. Try and in by Robert Shaw, Mr. Robert Shaw. Let's see what's going on with Robert. These are always fun. You never know what you're gonna get with these. That's why they're exciting. Number's not working. Okay, it's not ringing. Look at this number. It's the same number repeating. No way this is. There's no way. Brandon. I mean, this is just not a real number. Let's talk to Aaron.
You've reached Aaron's phone. Sorry, I'm unavailable. You've reached
Reached Aaron's phone. Damn, bro, everyone's on vacation. That's why you just keep calling. Why you just keep calling. Call it. Yeah, cooking up. Andrea Garcia. She sells deals. Okay, I'm Nate on this call.
Hi, you've reached Andrea Garcia. Hi, you've reached Andrea Garcia.
I'm just gonna call on it. This person's answer. I think it's the number, man. Calling about. Who named me to sell their home in the court documents. We withdrew it for some months and now they need to sell it. They owe about $255 on the house and are exploring all options. What's the mortgage? Ooh, 3.5. What can this rent for? Let's see. So when you're talking to agents and they say what they owe, we need to know for subject to property, right? The low equity subject to property. You need to know these things. You need to know what the balance of the loan is, right? So she told me that they owe 220. You need to know the monthly payment. and you need to know the interest rate. The 2.5 baths. Right now I'm calculating the rental rate. 2,220. So if this payment is what it says it is, right? 1,100. That would be a good rental. I mean, they can't sell it. They haven't been able to sell it at 284. It's been on the market for 400 days. That's so crazy. Home looks beautiful. Is that a... What is this, bro? This home looks crazy. Okay, this needs to go to warm. Did these guys sell? No, they still didn't sell. You're still the listing agent. All right, let's make 2 more calls. Cookies. I'm dead. Man said cookies. Okay, that was a long-term follow-up. All right. Justin.